The urgency of the moment has never been more pronounced. Archangel Michael's divine message is not just an invitation, it is a divine command urging you to step forward and heed the call. You are being awakened to the truth of your purpose at this very moment, a truth that has been waiting for you to recognize. This is not a random coincidence or a message to be taken lightly. This is a call from heaven itself, and it carries with it an undeniable weight. The timing is critical, and the shift that has taken place in your life is irrevocable. The moment of destiny is here. Archangel Michael, the great warrior angel, has been sent to guide you through this moment. He is here to remind you that what you are about to step into is not by chance. It has been divinely orchestrated, and everything that has happened in your life up until this point has been preparing you for this very shift. You are now standing at the threshold of your divine calling, and the door that has been closed for so long is beginning to open. This is not just a small change, it is the unfolding of something monumental. The world around you may feel uncertain, but for those who are attuned to God's voice, this moment is clear. The divine alignment has been activated, and you are about to move into a new phase of your life. The shift you are experiencing is a direct result of divine preparation. God has been quietly working behind the scenes, preparing you for the calling that is about to manifest. Every trial, every moment of struggle, and every season of waiting has been part of the divine plan to shape you into the person you are now. You may not have understood the purpose of those difficult seasons, but now in hindsight, it is becoming clear that each challenge was a stepping stone that led you to this very moment. You were being shaped and molded for this specific time in history. The trials you faced were not meant to break you. They were meant to build you up, to refine your spirit, and to strengthen your faith. God's preparation is not random or accidental. Every detail of your journey has been part of a larger divine plan. The things you have gone through, the lessons you have learned, and the growth you have experienced have all led you to this pivotal moment. You may have felt lost or unsure at times, but God was always leading you toward the purpose He has for you. Now, as you step into this new season, you will begin to see how everything has aligned perfectly. The divine timing of your life is unfolding, and it is time for you to respond. This moment is not just about recognizing your purpose, it is about acting on it. The divine doors that were once closed are now opening, and the opportunities that once seemed distant are now within your reach. Archangel Michael's message is clear. This is the time for action. You are no longer waiting for something to happen. You are being called to step forward with urgency and embrace the changes that are unfolding. This is a moment of activation, a moment when your purpose, your calling, and your destiny are coming into full alignment. As you stand at the threshold of this divine opportunity, it is important to understand that you are not alone. God's hand of protection is with you, and the archangels are actively working on your behalf. Archangel Michael is fighting for you in the spiritual realms, ensuring that no weapon formed against you will prosper. Archangel Raphael is healing your spirit and body, restoring you from past wounds. Archangel Gabriel is delivering divine messages of guidance and wisdom, helping you navigate the path ahead. Archangel Uriel is illuminating your mind, giving you the insight and clarity needed to make decisions in alignment with God's will. The divine protection and guidance you are receiving from the archangels are not passive. They are active and intentional. These angelic forces are working tirelessly to ensure that you are fully prepared to step into the new season that is unfolding before you. This is not just about surviving, it is about thriving. It is about embracing your divine purpose with confidence, knowing that you are divinely protected and empowered to fulfill the calling that has been placed on your life. This moment of activation is a call to move forward in faith, not by force, but by divine alignment. The changes that are happening in your life are not random. They are part of a larger plan that God has for you. The doors that are opening are not just opportunities, they are divine assignments. The breakthrough you are experiencing is not just for your personal gain. It is for the fulfillment of God's will and the transformation of the world around you. Now is the time to respond. God has been preparing you for this moment, and the door is open for you to step into the fullness of your purpose. The urgency of this moment is not to be ignored. This is a divine invitation to walk into the life you were always meant to live. The shift has already begun, And now is the time to embrace it with faith, confidence, and clarity. Do not hesitate. The moment to step into your destiny is now. The divine doors are open, and you are being called to walk through them with boldness and authority. This is your time. Step forward and embrace the divine purpose that has been waiting for you. Archangel Michael's call to action is a powerful spiritual summons that cannot be ignored. This is not a moment to hesitate, but to act with the urgency that aligns with the divine timing of your life. What once seemed like distant promises are now drawing near, ready to unfold in the fullness of God's plan. Everything you've been through, the struggles, the moments of doubt, the periods of waiting, have all led to this critical point. The door that once seemed locked is now opening wide, and God is inviting you to walk through with faith and conviction. As you step forward, understand that this is not just a mere shift in circumstances. It's a divine realignment. Every challenge you faced has been an opportunity for God to refine and prepare you for this moment. What seemed like setbacks or delays were in fact the steps of divine preparation. Every trial was a lesson. Every moment of uncertainty was a test. And now you stand on the threshold of your breakthrough. This is the moment when you will fully realize the purpose that God has been nurturing within you all along. The door is opening, and the life you've been praying for is now unfolding before you. You may not yet fully comprehend the magnitude of the transformation that is about to take place. This is not just about stepping into a new season of your life. This is the manifestation of everything you have been aligning with in the spiritual realm. The work that God has been doing behind the scenes is now being brought into the light. The plans He set in motion long before you were born are now beginning to come to fruition, and you are a key part of this divine blueprint. Archangel Michael's message serves as a reminder that the time to act is now. The delay is over, and the opportunity that once seemed out of reach is now within your grasp. As the door opens, you must choose to walk through it with courage and trust in the divine process. You have been prepared for this moment, and now is the time to step forward, knowing that the angels are standing beside you, guiding and protecting you every step of the way. The spiritual activation happening right now is not just an awakening of your destiny. It is the unlocking of a divine assignment that has been waiting for you to take action. It is a call to live with purpose, to align your steps with God's will, and to embrace the power and authority that He has placed within you. What may have seemed like distant dreams are now becoming your reality. The obstacles that once stood in your way are being removed, and the doors that were closed are swinging open wide, allowing you to walk into the life you were always meant to live. This is a pivotal moment in your life. The shift is already happening, and your response to this call will determine the course of your journey. Will you step forward in faith, trusting that God has already gone before you? Will you embrace the new season with confidence, knowing that the divine favor you've been waiting for is now in full motion? Archangel Michael's message is clear. The time is now. Don't allow this moment to pass you by. You've been prepared for this, and the angels are standing with you to ensure that you step into your divine purpose with clarity and strength. Your breakthrough is at hand, and it is up to you to walk boldly into it. The work that God has done in you has been for this very moment. The time for hesitation is over. The time for stepping forward is now. As you move into this new season, remember that you are not alone. The angels are watching over you, and God's presence is guiding you every step of the way. You are about to experience the fulfillment of promises that have been years in the making. This is the moment you have been waiting for, and it is time to walk in the fullness of your divine calling. The doors are open, and divine favor is waiting for you. Don't hesitate. Step forward with confidence, knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be. This is your time. The shift has already begun. You are not just stepping into a new season of life. You are stepping into the fullness of God's plan for you. You have been waiting for this moment. While you may not have known exactly when or how it would come deep within your spirit, there has been a knowing, a whisper of anticipation that something big was about to unfold. Archangel Michael is addressing you directly because you have been divinely chosen for this season of transformation. The waiting, the struggles, and the periods of uncertainty have all been leading to this precise moment. God has been preparing you for this, whether you have felt it or not. This is a personal invitation to step into the fullness of your divine calling. The struggles you have faced, the lessons you've learned, and the pain you've endured were never in vain. Every part of your journey was necessary to bring you to this moment where you are now ready to step into the role God has always intended for you. You have been shaped, refined, and positioned by God, and now Archangel Michael's call is the sign that you are fully aligned with his purpose. You are no longer standing in the waiting room of your destiny. The door is opening, and you are being invited to walk through it. You have been prepared for this. The transformation and alignment that are about to unfold are not merely about personal growth. They are about stepping into a role that will affect the world around you. The call to action from Archangel Michael is one that comes with the weight of divine responsibility, but it is also a call to step into the fulfillment of all that you have been destined to become. This is not just about stepping into your own personal growth, but about answering a divine call that will ripple outward, touching the lives of those around you. You have been positioned for such a time as this. Every moment of hardship, every tear shed, every unanswered prayer, and every doubt you faced has been part of the divine preparation. Through the ups and downs, you have been steadily aligned with God's purpose for your life. And now, as you step forward, you are fully equipped to embrace the calling that has always been meant for you. Archangel Michael's message is not just about a personal breakthrough. It's about a spiritual shift that has cosmic significance. The transformation happening in your life is part of a larger divine plan. This is a pivotal moment, not only for you, but for the world around you. The life you've been praying for, the calling you felt stirring in your spirit, is ready to be activated. No longer will you live in the shadow of doubt or uncertainty. Now you will walk with purpose, clarity, and divine authority. In this season of transformation, you are no longer a passive participant in your own journey. You are called to actively engage with the purpose that has been set before you. God has been orchestrating the details of your life with precision, and now you are positioned to step into your role with divine favor and power. What once felt out of reach is now being revealed to you, and you are being equipped to walk in that revelation with strength and grace. The challenges you faced up until this point were never meant to hold you back. They were meant to refine you, to prepare you for the role you are about to play in the grand story of God's plan. The trials have been your training ground, and now you are ready to step into the fullness of your purpose. Archangel Michael is here to guide you through this final transition, ensuring that you are fully aligned with the path that God has prepared for you. His divine presence is surrounding you, strengthening you, and empowering you to walk forward with confidence. This is a time for action. The waiting is over. No longer will you stand on the sidelines uncertain about what's next. The doors that were once closed are now swinging open wide, and all you need to do is step through. The purpose you have long sought is now within your reach, and God is calling you to embrace it with both hands. You are no longer bound by the limitations of the past. The wounds, the fears, the doubts, those are all being left behind. You are stepping into a new season, one where you will live in alignment with God's purpose, and every step you take will be guided by divine wisdom. You may feel a sense of urgency in your spirit. This is not a time to hesitate or second-guess yourself. Archangel Michael's call is clear. It's time to act. It's time to trust in God's plan for your life, knowing that everything that has happened until now has been leading you to this very moment. There is a divine urgency in this message. The shift that is taking place is not just a small change. It's a massive transition that will propel you into the fullness of your calling. The opportunities you've been waiting for are now in alignment with God's timing, and you are being called to step forward with confidence. As you walk through this door, you will feel the weight of God's favor and protection surrounding you. You are not walking into the unknown. You are walking into the life you were always meant to live. The divine forces at work in your life are aligning everything to support you in this transition. The obstacles that once stood in your way will now serve as stepping stones, leading you to greater heights of spiritual understanding, personal growth, and divine purpose. Remember, this is not about your strength alone. It is about the divine strength that has been poured into you through every trial and challenge. You have been prepared, refined, and strengthened by God to walk in this new season. Archangel Michael is here to guide you every step of the way, ensuring that you are protected, empowered, and aligned with the divine purpose that is unfolding in your life. Trust in God's plan and step boldly into the new chapter that is waiting for you. This is your moment. The time to step into your destiny is now. Don't let doubt or fear hold you back. You were chosen for such a time as this. The path ahead is clear, and God's hand is upon you, guiding you into the fulfillment of His perfect plan. You are stepping into your purpose with divine favor, and there is no force that can stop what God has already set in motion. The doors are open. The time for hesitation is over. You are ready. Embrace your destiny with confidence, knowing that you are supported by the divine forces of heaven, and that every step you take will lead you closer to the life God has promised you. This is your time to rise, to walk in your divine purpose, and to make an impact in the world around you. The journey ahead is one of transformation, elevation, and divine fulfillment. Step forward in faith, for the doors of destiny are wide open, and you are walking through them with divine guidance and favor. Heaven is paying attention to you. Archangel Michael's message is not only about activating your destiny, but also about revealing the depth of divine awareness that surrounds you. This moment has been set in motion because you are standing at the crossroads of your divine purpose. Everything you've been through, the trials, the tests, the moments of confusion has led to this. God has been watching over you, guiding you, and positioning you for the breakthrough you are now experiencing. In the spiritual realm, your life has been noticed. Heaven is acutely aware of the work God has been doing in you, even when it felt like you were unseen or unnoticed by the world. The angels have been on assignment, watching over you and preparing you for this divine moment. God's hand has been active in your life, and this shift is not happening by coincidence. This is a divine appointment. The timing is not random, and the opportunities that are now unfolding are part of God's perfect plan for your life. As you stand at the threshold of this divine transformation, remember that you are not walking into this season alone. Heaven's attention is on you, and the angels are actively involved in your journey. Archangel Michael, in particular, is standing beside you, ready to guide, protect, and empower you as you move forward. This is a moment of divine favor, and the heavens are fully aware of the work God has been doing in your life. What may have seemed like setbacks were actually divine setups for this very moment of activation. Heaven's focus is on you because you are about to step into the fullness of your purpose. This is the time for you to rise, to step forward with confidence, knowing that divine favor, protection, and alignment are already in motion. The divine timing of this moment is perfectly aligned with your readiness, and now with the full support of the heavenly realm, you are ready to walk boldly into the next chapter of your journey. Heaven's attention on you is not just an abstract idea. It's a tangible active force that is guiding, protecting, and equipping you for what lies ahead. The trials you faced were not in vain. They were part of a larger divine plan to shape you, refine you, and prepare you for the moment you are now stepping into. Every setback, every moment of confusion, and every challenge you faced was a piece of the puzzle, leading you to this exact point where everything starts to align. God has always been watching over you, even when it felt like you were alone, or when it seemed like things weren't moving forward. His hand has been guiding you, even in your darkest moments. This shift that is taking place in your life is the result of divine preparation, a process that has been unfolding behind the scenes to ensure that you are fully prepared to walk into your divine purpose. What you're experiencing right now isn't just a random change, it's a transformation that has been carefully timed by God. The timing is perfect. The doors that once seemed locked are now opening, and you are stepping into a season of divine elevation, alignment, and purpose. The breakthrough you've been waiting for is finally here, and everything that you've been through has prepared you for this moment. Archangel Michael's presence is not just a symbolic gesture, it's a powerful force standing with you. As you move forward, you are not alone. The archangels, along with the heavenly host, are actively involved in your life, ensuring that you are fully protected and guided as you step into your divine purpose. The power and protection of the heavenly realm are surrounding you, and the breakthrough you're stepping into is not just for your personal gain. It's a shift that will have a ripple effect on the world around you. You've been through the fire, and now it's time to rise. The transformation you are about to experience is not just external, it's internal as well. You are stepping into your divine identity with clarity and confidence, knowing that God's plan for your life is unfolding in perfect timing. The obstacles you once faced are now stepping stones leading you toward your purpose. The trials that once felt like hindrances are now the very things that have equipped you to carry out your divine calling with strength, wisdom, and authority. This is your time to rise with the full support of heaven, to walk boldly into the future that God has prepared for you. You are not walking alone. Heaven is with you, guiding you, protecting you, and empowering you to step into the fullness of your purpose. The divine favor that is surrounding you will continue to unfold in ways that will astound you, but it requires your active participation. You must step forward in faith, trust in God's timing, and walk with the confidence that you are fully aligned with His plan. The transition from waiting to activation is here, and with it comes a profound sense of peace and purpose. You have been prepared for this moment, and now, as the doors open and the divine timing aligns, you are ready to step into the next chapter of your journey. You are no longer defined by your past struggles or limitations. You are stepping into your divine purpose with a new sense of clarity, authority, and confidence. Heaven has been preparing you for this season, and now is the time to walk through the open door. With Archangel Michael by your side, you can walk forward boldly, knowing that you are fully equipped to fulfill the divine calling on your life. The waiting is over, and the time for action is now. This is the moment where you begin to see the manifestation of everything you've prayed for, dreamed of, and worked toward. The breakthrough is here, and you are stepping into your purpose with divine favor, protection, and clarity. The message you are receiving today is not by chance, it is by divine orchestration. God has been aligning everything in your life, even when you couldn't see it, to bring you to this exact moment. Everything you've gone through, every struggle, every trial, every moment of waiting has been carefully placed by God, preparing you for this divine breakthrough. This is a spiritual awakening, a moment where you step into alignment with God's timing. Divine timing is not a random occurrence. It is the work of God behind the scenes, setting everything up perfectly, even when you couldn't see or understand it. Your life, your path, your purpose have all been set in motion by God. This moment is the fulfillment of His plan, and you are now being called to step forward in faith, knowing that everything that has happened before was necessary to bring you to this point. God has been orchestrating the circumstances, guiding your steps, and making the connections needed for you to step into your destiny. It's time to recognize that this moment was planned long before you ever knew it was coming. This is a moment of divine alignment where everything you've gone through was leading you to a place of clarity and purpose. The resistance you've faced, the waiting, the confusion, were all part of God's perfect timing. Now it's time to step forward into what God has prepared for you. This moment is no accident. It is the result of divine timing and divine preparation. As you reflect on the journey that has brought you here, you'll begin to see how every single step, every twist and turn has been woven together by a divine hand. The waiting you've experienced, the moments when it felt like time was moving slowly, or when it seemed as though your prayers were unanswered, were not wasted. They were all part of God's careful preparation, setting the stage for this exact moment. Divine timing is never rushed, and though you may not have understood it at the time, each delay, each challenge was necessary to bring you to this place. Think back to the moments when you doubted, when you questioned if you were on the right path, or when it felt like everything was falling apart. Those moments, though painful, were the ones that refined you, that shaped your character and your faith. You are now stepping into a season where those moments of doubt and confusion will no longer hold you back. Instead, they will become the foundation of the strength and wisdom you carry into the future. Now, as God's perfect plan begins to unfold, You are entering a season of clarity. The confusion and the waiting will give way to understanding and purpose. You are being called to step forward, fully aligned with God's will, trusting that His timing has brought you to this point. You may not have seen the bigger picture before, but now the pieces are coming together. Your life is aligning with divine purpose in ways that will begin to make sense, in ways that only God could have orchestrated. This divine alignment means that the doors that once seemed closed are now beginning to open. What seemed like a delay is now understood as preparation. You have been positioned for this moment, and the resistance you faced was part of the divine plan to ensure you were ready. God's timing is perfect, and everything that has happened in your life, both the highs and the lows, has been part of His divine orchestration. With each step you take forward, you will find that things will begin to align effortlessly. Doors will open, relationships will shift, and opportunities will unfold in ways you couldn't have imagined. This is the manifestation of God's perfect timing, where everything that seemed uncertain now becomes clear, and where every prayer you've prayed and every tear you've shed has led you to this moment of breakthrough. It's important to recognize that divine timing is not just about the fulfillment of personal desires or the achievement of goals. It is about aligning with God's greater purpose for your life. This is not just a moment for personal elevation. It is a moment for the greater good. The blessings and opportunities that are coming your way are not just for you to enjoy. They are for you to use in service to others to bring about transformation and to fulfill the divine calling God has placed on your life. You are stepping into your purpose, but you are also stepping into your calling as a vessel of God's light, love, and power in this world. The breakthrough you are experiencing is not just for you, it is for those around you. As you align with God's timing and His will, you will see how your life's purpose is unfolding in ways that will not only bring you joy and fulfillment, but will also allow you to serve others and make a lasting impact. This is not the time to hesitate or doubt. The doors are open, and you have been prepared for this moment. God has been orchestrating your life with great intention, and now you are being called to step forward with boldness, knowing that this is the moment you were created for. You have everything you need to succeed because God has equipped you every step of the way. As you move forward into this new season, keep your eyes on God, trust in His perfect timing, and know that everything you've gone through has brought you to this place of divine alignment. The resistance, the delays, the struggles, all of it has been part of God's divine plan to prepare you for the extraordinary purpose that lies ahead. Now, as you stand at a threshold of this new chapter, know that you are walking in the fullness of God's timing with clarity, confidence, and purpose. The door is open, and the world is waiting for you to step through. Embrace this divine moment. Step forward with faith and trust that everything you've prayed for and more is coming into alignment. This is your time, your moment to shine, and the beginning of the next great chapter in your life. As you step into this new season, you will begin to see the resistance that has been holding you back start to dissolve. All the delays, struggles, and moments of confusion that you faced have served a greater purpose. They were not in vain. Every challenge, every setback was part of the divine process of breaking you through to the other side. What seemed like obstacles were actually opportunities for growth, refinement, and preparation. The resistance you faced has been part of God's plan to strengthen you, to build your faith, and to prepare you for the breakthrough that is now unfolding. Just as a seed must break through the earth before it can grow, you too have had to break through your own personal resistance. But now, the time for struggle is over. The resistance that once seemed insurmountable is beginning to fade away, and doors are opening for you. This is your moment of breakthrough. The lessons you've learned, the strength you've gained, and the wisdom you've acquired through the trials will now help you navigate the next phase of your journey. The path ahead is cleared, and you are ready to walk into the fullness of God's plan for your life. You have been prepared for this moment, and the resistance that once held you back will no longer be an obstacle. As the resistance dissolves and the doors begin to open, you will notice that the clarity and purpose you've been seeking are finally becoming clear. The fog that once surrounded your path is lifting, revealing a straight and focused journey ahead. This is the breakthrough moment you've been waiting for, where all the delays, confusion, and obstacles that once seemed to block your progress will now be seen for what they truly were. Steps in your divine preparation. What was once a painful struggle is now becoming a powerful foundation for the new chapter that is unfolding in your life. Every step you've taken, no matter how difficult or discouraging it may have seemed at the time, has been part of God's larger plan to shape and refine you. You are no longer just enduring life's challenges. You are stepping into your divine destiny with a new level of awareness, wisdom, and spiritual maturity. You've been prepared for what's coming next, and you are more than capable of handling the opportunities and responsibilities that await you. The resistance that once kept you stagnant is now giving way to divine momentum. Just as the wind moves the sails of a ship, the presence of God's favor is propelling you forward. You are not walking alone in this new season. Archangels and divine forces are actively working on your behalf, guiding your every step and providing the support you need to overcome any remaining obstacles. The very forces that once sought to oppose you are now working for your good. What was once a barrier is now an opportunity for growth and expansion. As the obstacles fade, you will find that everything begins to align in ways that may feel almost effortless. The clarity you've sought for so long is now becoming evident in your thoughts, decisions, and actions. God's purpose for your life is becoming clearer than ever before. The desires of your heart, the goals you've set, and the dreams you've carried within you are now aligning with His will. This is the time to step boldly into the future He has prepared for you. You may feel a sense of relief, a release of the weight that has been pressing on you for so long. This is the moment where you feel the burden lift and the path forward become illuminated. No longer will you be weighed down by the resistance that once held you back. Instead, you will be walking with purpose, guided by divine wisdom, and protected by heavenly forces. The life you've longed for is now within your reach. This breakthrough is not just a shift in your circumstances. It is a transformation of your entire being. You are stepping into a season of abundance, opportunity, and purpose. Everything that you've been through has led you to this moment. And now you are positioned to receive the blessings that have been prepared for you. The struggles and setbacks were not in vain. They were the very things that shaped you, built your character, and positioned you for success. The lessons you've learned will now serve as the foundation upon which you will build the next phase of your life. In this new season, you are no longer defined by your past struggles. You are defined by the strength, resilience, and faith that you've gained through those struggles. The resistance that once kept you stagnant has now become the springboard for your elevation. You have learned how to stand firm, how to trust God, even when the path seemed unclear, and how to persevere through the toughest of times. Now you are walking into a season of divine favor, where everything is aligning to bring you closer to your divine purpose. As you step forward, it's important to remember that this is just the beginning. The doors that are opening are not just for temporary success, but for lasting fulfillment and impact. This is the moment where God is activating the full potential within you, releasing divine favor and provision to support you as you step into the next phase of your journey. The resistance that once held you back was part of God's process of refining you, but now that you've broken through, you are walking into a season of unprecedented opportunities. With each step, you take trust that God is leading you with precision and love. The doors that open for you now are not just random opportunities, they are divine assignments. The people you meet, the connections you make, and the paths you walk down will all be in alignment with God's greater plan for your life. Trust that He is guiding you every step of the way, and that the favor He has placed upon your life will lead you to places you never imagined. This is a moment to step forward with confidence, knowing that the resistance is behind you and that divine alignment is at work in your life. As you walk through these open doors, remember that you are walking into the fullness of your divine purpose, and everything you need to succeed has already been provided. You have been prepared for this moment, and now it's time to take bold action, embracing the opportunities that are coming your way. No longer will you be held back by fear, confusion, or doubt. You are stepping into the life you were always meant to live, fully aligned with God's will and equipped with the strength and wisdom to navigate the future. This is your moment of breakthrough, and it is just the beginning of the incredible things that are yet to come. Trust in the process, trust in God's timing, and know that this is the season where everything changes for you. Now that you are stepping into this new season, the next phase is about aligning yourself fully with God's will. It's not enough to simply recognize that the breakthrough has arrived. You must respond to it. Divine alignment requires you to tune in to God's voice, listen to His guidance, and follow His lead with full faith and commitment. This is the time to surrender your plans, your timing, and your desires to God. Trust that His plan for your life is far greater than anything you could imagine. Aligning with God's will means letting go of control and trusting that He knows the best path for you. You have been prepared for this moment, and now it's time to move forward in faith, knowing that God is with you every step of the way. Responding to God's call with full faith means stepping out in courage, even when the path ahead is unclear. It means trusting that He will guide you and provide for you every step of the way. God's timing is perfect, and as you align yourself with His will, you will see the doors open, the opportunities unfold, and the blessings flow. This is not just about receiving a breakthrough. It's about walking in the divine purpose God has set before you. You are no longer just surviving. You are stepping into your destiny. You are fully aligned with God's plan for your life, and the next chapter of your journey is about to begin. Stay faithful, stay committed, and trust that God will lead you every step of the way. The breakthrough is here, and now is the time to walk boldly into the fullness of your divine purpose. As you step into this divine alignment, it's important to recognize that it's not just about stepping into new opportunities. It's about embracing the life that has been preordained for you. The doors that are opening are not simply random occurrences. They are part of a divine blueprint, carefully designed by God to guide you to your purpose. The breakthrough that has been unfolding is not a one-time event, but the beginning of a lasting transformation. The key to walking through these doors and staying aligned with God's will is surrender. Surrendering your desires, your expectations, and even your fear. Surrendering is not about giving up. It's about recognizing that the path God has set for you is one of greater purpose, peace, and fulfillment than anything you could plan on your own. It's about releasing control and letting go of the need to know everything in advance. In doing so, you will find that the doors you walk through are not just opportunities for success. They are gateways to spiritual growth, deeper relationships, and fulfilling your divine mission. This new season is not about fighting for control. It's about trusting God's sovereignty over every area of your life. It's about stepping forward with courage, knowing that you are walking with God's guidance. Each step you take is backed by divine favor. And each door that opens is an invitation for you to walk into the fullness of His plan. As you align yourself with God's will, the confusion and doubt that once held you back will begin to dissolve. Instead, clarity and peace will fill your heart, and you will know with certainty that you are on the path that was always meant for you. Responding to God's call with full faith means choosing to act with courage even when you don't have all the answers. It means trusting God's timing, knowing that He sees the bigger picture, even when you can only see a small part of it. Faith requires action. It means stepping into the unknown with trust and confidence, even when the road ahead seems unclear. When you align with God's will, He will guide your steps, provide the wisdom you need, and equip you with everything necessary to fulfill your purpose. God's timing is never late. He has been preparing you for this moment, even when you didn't realize it. The struggles, the challenges, the moments of waiting, they were all part of the preparation. Now that the time is here, you are ready. You are ready to receive what God has for you. And you are ready to step boldly into the life He has designed for you. Every prayer you've prayed, every tear you've shed, and every moment of doubt you've faced has been a part of the process of preparing you for this season. As you move forward, you will begin to see that God's timing is perfect. Things that once seemed impossible will now begin to fall into place. The breakthroughs that you've longed for are within reach. But more than just the physical manifestations of blessings, you will begin to experience a deeper peace and joy that come from knowing you are walking in alignment with God's will. Your heart will be at rest, knowing that you are exactly where you need to be. This is a season of acceleration. As you walk in alignment with God, He will begin to open doors that no one can shut. Opportunities will appear and blessings will flow, not because you forced them, but because you've aligned yourself with God's plan. The work you've done, the growth you've experienced, and the lessons you've learned will all come to fruition in ways that exceed your expectations. Trust that you are stepping into a season of divine favor and provision. The timing of this moment is perfect, and everything you need to succeed is already in place. As you align with God's will, you will see your path become clearer, your vision sharper, and your faith stronger. With each step you take, God's favor will continue to unfold before you, and you will find that the doors that once seemed closed are now opening to reveal opportunities beyond your imagination. Embrace this new season with faith and confidence. God has been preparing you for this moment, and now you are ready to walk into the fullness of His plan for your life. Trust in His timing, trust in His plan, and trust that He will continue to lead you every step of the way. You are no longer just surviving, you are stepping into your divine destiny, and the best is yet to come. Stay faithful, stay aligned, and continue to walk in the assurance that God is with you, guiding you every step of the way. The breakthrough is here, and now is the time to step boldly into the life God has designed for you. The chosen ones are stepping into a new season where everything they have endured, every trial, and every delay has prepared them for this moment of divine alignment. The struggle, the waiting, and the testing were all necessary to bring them into alignment with God's will. And now they are ready to walk in the fullness of their divine purpose. The chosen ones have been prepared for this moment of activation, and they are now walking in the power of alignment with God's will. This alignment is not just about being in the right place at the right time. It's about being in perfect harmony with God's plan for their lives. The struggles they've faced, the obstacles they've overcome, and the lessons they've learned have all been part of the process of bringing them into divine alignment. When you are aligned with God's will, everything in your life falls into place. The chaos and confusion of the past are replaced with a sense of peace and purpose. The door that once seemed closed to you is now open, and you walk through it with confidence, knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be. Divine favor surrounds you, and divine protection is actively at work in your life. No longer are you wandering or unsure of your path. Everything you need to fulfill your divine purpose is already in place. This is a season of power where the alignment with God's will is evident in every area of your life. For so long, you have been waiting, praying, and trusting that the door to your destiny would open. There were times when it felt like progress was stalled, and you wondered if the dreams you held in your heart would ever come to fruition. But now, the time has come for that door to open. The season of waiting is over, and you are walking into a new chapter of your life where everything that seemed out of reach is now within your grasp. This is the moment when your divine destiny unfolds before you. The door that has been closed for so long is now open, and you are invited to walk through it with boldness and confidence. What once felt like an impossible dream is now a reality, and it's time for you to step into the fullness of what God has prepared for you. You are no longer bound by the limitations of the past or the obstacles that once held you back. You have been refined and strengthened, and now you are ready to step forward into your divine calling. As you walk through this door, you will see that everything you have prayed for, everything you have longed for, is now within reach. The dreams you once thought were too far off are now becoming your reality. The doors that once seemed closed are now wide open, and divine favor and provision are flowing into your life. You are stepping into a season of breakthrough, and nothing will be able to stop you from walking into the fullness of your destiny. The purpose of this moment is not just for your own personal gain, it's about serving others and bringing transformation to the world. As the chosen ones step forward into their divine purpose, their impact will ripple outward, touching the lives of others in ways they may never fully understand. This is not just a season of personal breakthrough, it is a season of global impact, where the chosen ones will be agents of change and transformation. The divine purpose you carry is not meant to be hoarded for yourself. It is meant to be shared, to be poured out for others. As you step into your calling, you will begin to see that your purpose is not just about your personal success. It is about helping others, uplifting them, and bringing light into dark places. You have been chosen, not just for your own fulfillment, but to bring transformation to the world around you. Your impact will not be limited to your immediate surroundings. It will extend far beyond what you can see. As you align with God's purpose, you will become a vessel of His love, His truth, and His power. The world will begin to take notice, and people will be drawn to the light that shines within you. The work you do, the choices you make, and the way you live will inspire others to step into their own divine purpose. The transformation you experience will be a reflection of the transformation that others will experience as a result of your influence. This moment is about more than just personal elevation. It is about stepping into your role as a leader, a guide, and a light bearer for others. The doors you are walking through are not just for your benefit, they are for the benefit of those around you. As you embrace your divine calling, you will begin to see how God is using you to change the world one step at a time. The ripple effect of your actions will create waves of transformation that will extend far beyond what you could have ever imagined. As the chosen ones step into their divine purpose, they will become a source of hope, inspiration, and empowerment for others. The transformation they experience will not only change their lives, but will have a profound impact on the people around them. The ripple effect of their actions will create a chain reaction of change as those who are touched by their light are inspired to step into their own divine purpose. The world is in desperate need of transformation. There is a hunger for truth, for hope, for love, and for healing. The chosen ones are being called to meet that need, to step into the world with the light of Christ shining through them. As they walk in alignment with God's will, they will begin to see that their purpose is not just to live for themselves, but to live for others. Their divine calling is not just about personal success. It is about bringing change to the world, healing broken hearts, and lifting up those who are lost and weary. The power of this season is not just in the doors that are opening for you. It is in the impact you will have on others as you walk through them. You are not just stepping into a new chapter of your life. You are stepping into a season where your life will become a testimony of God's love, power, and grace. You will be a beacon of light in a world that desperately needs it, and your influence will spread far and wide, touching lives in ways you never thought possible. As the chosen ones step into their divine purpose, it is not a time to hesitate or hold back. This is a time for action. God is calling you to rise and take your place in the world, knowing that you are fully equipped and empowered by His Spirit. The doors that are opening before you are not just opportunities, they are invitations to step into your divine destiny. It's time to stop doubting, stop hesitating, and step forward in faith. The world is waiting for you to step into your role to fulfill the purpose that God has placed within you. You are not here by accident. You are here for a reason. The divine alignment that has brought you to this moment is not random. It is part of a greater plan that God is unfolding in your life. Now it's time to rise, to walk through the doors that are opening, and to step into your divine purpose with boldness and confidence. Your impact will be greater than you could have ever imagined. You are not just walking into your destiny. You are walking into a season of transformation that will change not only your life, but the lives of everyone you encounter. This is your time. The world is waiting for the chosen ones to rise and bring their light into the world. This is your moment. Step forward and let God lead you into the fullness of your divine purpose. The doors are open. Now it's time to walk through them. The time has come. The moment that you have been prepared for is here. You are standing at the threshold of something monumental. The message is clear, and the call is urgent. It's time to step into your divine calling. There's no more waiting, no more hesitation. The season of waiting and preparation has led you to this precise moment, and now you are being called to act. Take action with faith, knowing that everything you've gone through has been preparing you for this. The divine calling that you are about to step into isn't just an abstract concept. It is real, it is personal, and it is happening now. The time for doubt or hesitation is over. The door that has been closed for so long is now wide open, and you are standing right at the threshold. You've spent years building your strength, faith, and character, and now is the time to put all of that into action. It's easy to doubt yourself, to second-guess whether you're ready, or to feel overwhelmed by the magnitude of the calling. But now is not the time to shrink back. God has been preparing you for this moment. Every trial, every hardship, every step along the way has been intentional, leading you to this point where you are ready to fulfill your purpose. Take a deep breath, quiet your doubts, and move forward with the faith that God has placed within you. He has equipped you with everything you need to succeed. This is not a leap of blind faith. This is the moment where you step forward in full assurance that God's timing and purpose are unfolding perfectly in your life. Trust in the preparation that has already been done and embrace the call with confidence. You are ready for this next chapter. As you step forward, remember that faith is not just about believing, it's about action. God has not only given you the tools you need, but He has also given you the courage to use them. Now is the time to take bold steps, trusting that He will guide you every step of the way. Faith is not passive. It's active, it's moving, and it's stepping out in obedience to God's call. In this season of activation, it's important to embrace the truth that God's timing is perfect. This is not a random series of events. This is divine orchestration. Everything that has happened in your life up until this point has been leading you to this exact moment. The delays you have faced were not obstacles. They were moments of preparation. The times when you felt stuck, confused, or lost were part of the process that shaped you into who you are today. God's timing is never late, and it's never too early. It is always perfect. He has been positioning you for this moment, guiding you to exactly where you need to be. You may have questioned the timing, at times wondering why things weren't happening sooner. But now you can see that God was working behind the scenes, preparing you for something far greater than you could have imagined. This moment is a culmination of everything you've gone through. The lessons learned, the trials faced, and the prayers uttered in quiet moments have all brought you to this point of activation. God's timing is perfect, and now you are stepping into a season of breakthrough clarity and divine favor. Everything you've prayed for, everything you've worked toward, is aligning with God's plan for your life. What once seemed far off is now within your reach. The breakthrough you've been waiting for is here, and it's happening at the perfect time. Embrace the season of activation with open arms, knowing that everything has been orchestrated perfectly. This moment is not just a chance, it is the fulfillment of God's purpose for your life. His hand is at work in ways you may not fully understand, but trust that He is guiding you into your destiny. Your breakthrough is here, and it's happening right now. Step into it with the confidence that God's timing is perfect, and everything is aligning according to His divine plan. As the chosen ones, you are not only called to walk in the fullness of your divine purpose, but also to lead and serve others. The journey you have walked, the lessons you've learned, and the wisdom you've gained are all meant to be shared with those around you. This moment of activation is not just for your benefit, it is a call to step into leadership and to serve others. In the way God has designed you to. God has called you to lead with courage, wisdom, and compassion. The world is in need of leaders who are grounded in faith, who operate from a place of divine wisdom, and who lead with humility and grace. You are being called to step into that role, not just for your own success, but to serve others and bring transformation to the world. Your leadership will not be about power or control. It will be about service, about uplifting others, and about fulfilling the mission God has placed before you. In this season of divine activation, you will begin to see the impact of your life's work. You will see how your journey, your story, and your wisdom are shaping the lives of those around you. Your leadership is not just for a select few, it is for the world. As you step into this role, God will provide the wisdom, strength, and protection you need to lead with purpose and impact. You are not leading alone. God's guidance is with you every step of the way, and the angelic forces surrounding you will ensure that you are equipped to fulfill this calling. This is not just a season of personal breakthrough. It is a season of transformation for those around you. As you step into your divine purpose, you will begin to see how God is using you to bring light healing, and change to the world. Your leadership will create ripples of transformation that extend far beyond what you can see. The chosen ones are called to lead with love, to serve with grace, and to bring the light of Christ to a world in need. Now is the time to step into your divine purpose with boldness and clarity. The door that has been closed for so long is now open, and everything you've prayed for is now within your reach. You are no longer just walking in faith. You are walking in divine authority. Your purpose is unfolding, and the impact of your life will be felt by many. The world is waiting for the chosen ones to rise to take their place and to fulfill the divine purpose God has set before them. You are not alone in this journey. God is with you every step of the way, and His angels are guiding and protecting you as you move forward. This is your time to shine, to lead, and to serve in a way that brings transformation to the world around you. Step forward in faith, knowing that you are fully equipped for the mission ahead. Your divine purpose is not just about personal success. It is about bringing glory to God and serving others with the gifts He has given you. The time is now. The world is waiting for you to rise and step into the fullness of your divine purpose.